Yeah.
And thank you for like the opportunity to boost this. You know, basically what the Creator Academy is, Gary, like we came up with this idea literally, 13 days ago, right? Like the day before I talked to you on Twitter is when you know, I've owned a multimedia company for 22 years, right? We booked local artists. We had 160 artists in our collective. Brandon was part of that. It's called One Love Massive. It was always about like giving back to the creative community, getting them resources, putting them, with some money, connecting them to the opportunity. And then I formed Heartcast Media, focused on podcast production and really elevating and amplifying voices to make the world a better place, right? We're based out of DC. He's in Atlanta, I'm in DC. Yeah. And so why not like create content that's actually going to impact the world, right? Like we've had like James Comey and Eric Holder in the studio, but talking about like love and compassion and like change, right? So that's always been our jam. So, sitting back like with these protests and just everything going on, it's like, man, we need an actionable item. Like, fuck this. We need resources to people now, right? And all these companies are jumping up, SoftBank, 100 mil to creatives. Like, that's awesome and that's great. But, like, we need actionable, like, real-ass skills and connections for people. 100%. So why not create, like, the Creator Academy? So we reached out to content creators and said, listen, all I need from you is an hour and a half a month, right? You come into the group, you do an AMA about what you're passionate about, and then people who want to know about lighting or editing or content creation or SEO or
tactical shit,
right? Yeah, and then it's just an hour and a half a month, man. Like if you don't have an hour and a half a month to donate to like young people who want to make the world a better place, then like I ain't got time for you anyway, right? It's a super low ask, and then if those mentors have a course or anything like static content, we'll load that on. So it's 2 components. You've got like a teachable Kajabi type platform.
It's access and information, right? Absolutely. Hour and a half 100%. Is the access. The rest is the library so that people can learn for free. Absolutely. Or whatever the model is. I love it.
Exactly. And then we'll put everybody into a Slack channel and we'll break it up by like, marketing, lighting, editing, whatever. So people can just jam in those groups and ask questions and like actually build a community, because everybody talks about building a community. I'm like, nah, man, you're just shuffling potential customers around. Like, don't call it that, right? This will actually be a community. We're not going to sell to them. We're just going to create opportunities for them and connect them with people who can create other opportunities for them, right? So
I love that.
Right. And, in that exact same sense, like, when we're looking at sort of like the model, Morehouse College actually had, a very similar premise with their summer program for summer academia, where they would have, basically, 2 to 3 months where it was basically a 101, and they showed, a ton of different, varieties for, upcoming, students, mm-hmm. so that they actually saw themselves as representation, and I know
if you don't see somebody that looks like you doing it, it doesn't become real.
Exactly. I mean, and that's something I learned from you and Jay Shetty's talk in itself, right? So, what we came in is saying, okay, how can we implement, the right type of mentors to where people are actually seeing reflections of themselves, as well as people that they'll be seeing in, their workspace, right? So, I mean, when we're looking at just the regular numbers, like, with VC funding, right now, African American women are getting 0.02% of that funding.
Crazy.
Right? Which is, insanity, especially when we're looking at, young people like Anifa Mvwembe, who just, broke the internet by, creating that 3D fashion show, right? I mean, imagine, if we're looking at 0.02% of people being able to have the same platform, mm-hmm. what that would do. We're looking at numbers where it's,
or, it's funny, and I've spoken to several people that, like, I've really I stopped investing a lot because I thought that, forget about the whole, 0.02% is such a bonkers fucking number. Like, you kind of shook me there. I think it comes down to something else, which is 98% of the businesses that are VC funded is not an opportunity. It's an entitlement check, which actually teaches you how to be a shit entrepreneur. So one of the things I've been talking over the last 2 years quietly, and I'm talking about a little bit louder now, is a lot of the, I would have never been funded. I went to Mount Ida College. I'm being serious. I would have never been funded. There was a lot of funding going on when I came out the game, and like in '98, that was the first internet wave, and it was only going to Ivy League school kids. Totally. I'm 44, so like the Ivy League school thing is still real, but it was crazy real.
Right.
And I think that one of the things I've been thinking a lot about is, as soon as you said had the same opportunity, my brain broke, because I was like, or why don't we take an opportunity to create a better opportunity? Because the amount of people, I look at, and this is by the way, this is white guys down to the smallest percentage of people in the world, whatever that micro group is. Most fail when they're given $100,000 in funding.
Totally.
You know, 500,000 in funding. I'm thinking back to the idea that you're having. I've been thinking a lot about, like, there's so many people that spend 3 years, burn through $500,000. They learn some stuff for sure.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna learn something.
Let's pause on it. Is this my, you guys hear me? There we go.
Yeah,
You guys hear me? All right, good. So, you know, they'll learn something, but I'm like, what about, you know, to me, I'm always like, how do I actually think, you know, groups that have less access to dollars, whether that's, you know, me, bad student of the 90s, or others, the teaching them how to make $50,000 is so much more powerful than helping them raise 50,000. Now, like I told hundreds of friends over the last 2 weeks, and really even since Me Too, so going back 3 years, when you're a group that doesn't get the same amount of opportunity, when there's an opening, run through that fucking door.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But and right now it's, you know, I can't implore enough of my Black friends to get on boards, to get their funding, to get their opportunity. Like, fuck it, right? Like, like one of my friends, like, I feel like I'm exploiting. I'm exploiting what? You've been discriminated against your whole life. Like, enjoy this moment because it's going to go away too. It's the ebb and flow of society. And so, but, you know, if we're jamming right now, you know, at some point when I come in and do my hour and a half and I'm in, so use me to leverage other people. That, if nothing else, we've accomplished that in this 15 minutes together. I'm going to teach a 90 minutes on making money versus raising money.
Oh yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are scrappy when they come from the places that don't have as much access to capital. And then they put capital on a pedestal and they lose their scrappiness when the scrapping, you know, and that's what's good about the internet and time like this. So I think, A, I agree with you. And I think everyone should, you know, I think there needs to be more opportunity across the board for everybody. But B, I think humans need to realize how in control they can be if they take advantage of the free platform of the internet. Mm-hmm. This education that you're about to give on your new platform would have cost people $40,000 a year in debt. And so I just want people, go ahead, my friend.
Just to make sure that you also understand, you know, because we are looking at that aspect, is this isn't just us teaching, right? There is an aspect here that we're going to be calling the Creatives Corner that's going to be allowing these exact same creatives who are, you know, learning from these mentors to have a platform to present their product, right?
Love that. And let me throw something else at you, because I know I have a hard stop at 12:15 for something else. So I want to get as much in. Because, you know, when I walked in, there were 17 people in this room. So let's make sure everybody from the Vayner Nation right now knows who you are. So let's make sure everybody who's following me right now, please follow Heartcast Media, which is in the top left corner. Please get to know these two and this project. 2, I want you to send me an email, or whoever, you probably work with my admins, make sure they introduce you to Andy K. One thing I would definitely want to do is use Heartcast as a feeding ground for hiring at VaynerMedia.
Awesome.
So not everybody has the DNA that they want to own their own business.
Right.
And some of them may learn how to produce or how to design or how to do audio editing and may be great members for VaynerMedia. So by creating that with Andy, I think we can do something really cool where people are really excited to be part of this community because they know it's a toll booth, a fast track, a easy pass maybe to get to the top of the line at VaynerMedia.
100%. And real quick, because I know you got to go, there's a couple of things we really want to line up, right? We're looking for partnerships with Adobe, so every student automatically gets the entire Creative Cloud.
Send me an email. I know the CMO and the Chief Product Officer extremely well. Write me something articulate that I can articulate. Let me phrase. Write me a good summary. It doesn't have to fucking be a masterpiece. I'll email it and I will help you with that.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
What else?
Thank you.
Right. And at the exact same time, you know, as we're looking to start building this out, you know, we are looking for, you know, to be more than just a checklist on these interviews. We want to get actual financial funding from somebody like yourself. You know, you are creating an entire generation of people who are trying to tell their story. And that's what we're trying to do here. You know, with the access, what we're looking at is about $2,500 per student to actually be able to have a setup of something that can create a story like one that you would.
So are you looking me to write checks to be the sponsor of some students?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
right?
At $2,500 a pop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at $2,500
Okay.
a pop.
So my favorite number is 5.
Okay.
So I'm in for 12,500 right now, firm, video recorded.
Okay.
And I'm in. And so
All right.
I'm in.
All right, there it goes. That's
There it is.
Start,
there
man.
it is. You got Adobe. You got an hour and a half of my time, which is fucking the most difficult thing. You got a pipeline to Vayner, and you got a $12,500 check. I would say that's a productive 15 fucking minutes.
That's a productive 15 minutes, man. Let's go, man.
All right, I'll look for those emails. My inbox is a fucking is a shit show. So trust me, everything you're sending to me, and I've got my kids Wednesday through Sunday like. Love you guys. Good luck. Good luck. And use this clip. You know, if you don't know how to save it, hit up my team. They'll tell you how to save it from your story, because using this clip will help you recruit a lot more money.
All right, 100%. Nah, I appreciate it. All right, thanks for
got you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
My guy.
And all y'all that are still on this feed, if you want to be a mentor, if you want to be a student, there's links on the website to apply for that. Like, we're looking, if you want to be a student, like, go to the website. We'll post the links. You can join up. You can get a free education as long as you're creating social impact content. We're looking for mentors. If you have an experience that you want to share, you want to be a mentor, you want to teach lighting, photography, video editing, video recording, SEO, marketing, content writing, all of that. That's phase 1. Then phase 2 is going to be funding, creating sustainable neighborhoods and economies, building companies, making money, right? That's the next level. Like, we are definitely looking for y'all. We created this for y'all. Like, go to the website. Like,
check this out, man. Check out the website, and at the exact same time, you're gonna be seeing some posts here from the creator.academy. If you saw what Gary just did and you were motivated, we're gonna be posting up a link right here. You can also donate. We are a non-profit. Every single dollar that you donate here is going to be going back to getting more Black people, more people of color, more women, more people access to these exact same, abilities. So the link, we're posting it right now.
It's in the link in the bio. There's a link tree with all the links. The very top one is the Academy.
Yeah, that's going to have the Academy. So it's thecreator.academy. Actually, I think we can make a pinned tweet.
We'll do it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll make a pinned tweet. And definitely, please, donate. What we're looking at is a lot of, great talent, and we're going to start, bringing in a couple people maybe to start sharing live, so that you can actually see some of the talent that we have. One of our guys who's right here, his name is Marcus Moody. He is amazing. He runs a program called Joy and Focus, right? And that's actually run by a Black male, and it's all about mental health, awareness, so all of the products that he has is going back to getting, more therapists or free therapy sessions. There's a lot of awesome product there. And then also we have our girls from Hannah from Don't Worry, We Happy, which is another Black woman owned, mental health therapy product. So, if you guys are going to stay on, we're going to start bringing some people on. So, we can talk with them and you can start seeing some of the people that we're helping. Okay.
Exactly.
So, Moody, if you can, send us a request and, we'll try and get you on the live as well.
Yeah, exactly. I'm updating the links right now, y'all.
All right.
So that way that everybody has them. Brandon can keep talking a little bit more.
I'm going to keep on talking.
Don't mess with that.
Okay, there's a whole lot of people requesting.
I'm putting it in right now.
All right.
I'm changing the link tree for y'all so you can get right to the Academy. We switched everything over to the academy.creator today, or the creator.academy today.
Yeah, the creator.academy. Yeah.
We started this, 13 days ago, so everything is moving really, really fast.
And at the exact same time, Molly did say there, we started this 13 days ago, but between the two of us, Molly's been working in the community for 20 plus years. 22 years with One Love Massive. Which was actually one of the only locations in DC that was still playing go-go music. One of the births of, the Don't Mute DC. One Love Massive had a huge hand in that, So, you check us out, thecreator.academy, right? If you go there, there's going to be links. please donate. What we saw there, Gary putting in $12,500. That was huge right there. That is going to help so many people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. Oh yeah, the Bucky's hat. Hold it down.
So I updated the link tree. So if you go into, don't go to that website because it'll be live in the next whatever. But if you go to the link tree, the site that it's on right now, which is live, all the links are working, all the applications are working. You can go on there. You can apply to be a mentor. All we're asking, like you guys heard us talk about with Gary Vee, is an hour and a half a month to do an AMA about whatever it is that you're super passionate about. And then we're going to create a Slack channel. And so if you can be active in that, that's cool. It's literally like a very small ask, but we're looking for mentors. If you've got experience in those things and you want to share it, we would love to have you. We're looking for, our goal is to get 100 mentors and 500 students in the next 30 days. We're launching all the classes in July, on July 15th, a month from today is when we're going to start. So everything is in there, fill out the applications, get signed up, man. We're going to make it great. The link is in the bio, Rachel, at the top. If you go to the top of our Instagram bio, there's a link tree there, and everything is there, all the information about Heartcast Media. And we will be updating these things, every single minute. Like when we get off this live, we're going to be updating more links. We're going to be doing more things. And
just as you're on this live right now, just follow thecreator.academy. From now on, that's going to be a lot of the updates, that's going to keep you aware of exactly what we're doing, where these scholarships are going. Like, please do not forget, this money is going to be going out to people just like yourselves who are trying to create, the next legendary story like a Gary Vee or like a, a Nifa, who, we were just talking about in that conversation. All right.
And what we really want to do, I know there's some people talk, can y'all not talk trash on our Instagram live? This is not the time. What we're looking to do is get partnerships with different people. So we're going to put it out there right now. Google, right? We really want a partnership with Google because we're going to run all of our AMAs in the Google Hangouts through Slack. We're looking for a partnership with Slack so we can get the most bomb, thorough account possible so we can make sure we can include everybody in there. We're looking for a partnership with Adobe. If everybody can get the Creative Cloud, if every single student that's approved gets the Creative Cloud subscription, then we can keep creating content, right? If every single student gets that. We're also looking for a partnership with Apple because if we could give every student a laptop or an iPad Pro, that would be amazing, right?
Absolutely.
And these partnerships, for them, it's nothing, especially the first three. This is cloud. This is data. This is in the sky, right? This is a super little thing, all right? Connor, that would be amazing. If you could hit us up.
Honestly, contact us. I mean, this is really, you're talking to human beings here.
Right.
Right now. How you can apply is literally by just checking the URL, right? The link is in the bio, right? That link is going to have access for you to, go put in your application to be a mentor, to be a student, or if you want to come in and donate. We are definitely always taking that. As I said before, we are a nonprofit, right? That is all tax write-off.
Yeah.
We're trying to, still get people in. Please keep on asking questions. We're here to make sure that, we show y'all love as well. Okay.
Totally. And, Connor, strength in numbers, right? If we can go to them and we say, hey, we have 500 students and 100 mentors, that's good, right? And if we can hit them from all angles, we're going to use Gary Vee's cosign to open some more doors. That's the whole idea, right? We love Gary. I've been a big fan, and so we want to make sure that getting that signal boost from him is just insane, right? So now we got to just keep going forward. And yes, the classes will all be online. Live from India, what's up? We're going to do everything self-serve. So you'll have an access of all these online courses that you could go on to, and you could learn about whatever, right? You can take this course, that course, whenever you want. And then we'll do daily AMAs inside the Slack. So that way there'll be a channel for marketing, a channel for video editing, a channel for this. And then different experts in those fields will host AMAs. So you can go and look at the mentors and you can say, hey, I really want to learn about video editing, so I'm going to take this AMA, or every day there's a different video, right? The idea is just tons of information, and then you can get, the people that you like the way they talk and the way they teach, and you can hang out with them, and you can do all their AMAs, and you can build and connect with them. That's really the idea, is to make this a real community where people can work with each other, share resources, gain access, you know, all of that, right? So the more of us, the merrier. And, you know, as far as like our 30-day goal, like that's just like some numbers we put on with like 100 mentors and 500 students. But honestly, like we could have 1 million students, right? Like there's no, you know, this will be huge, right? And you got all these companies right now, right? Every company in America and the world came out in the last 2 weeks with these statements of solidarity, right?
The site is in the bio. Link is in bio.
Link is in the bio. So, you know, our goal is to take some of these people that are saying, hey, we want to help, we want to throw some money on these things. Cool. Well, why don't you direct it, you know, and invest directly in the future, right? Because y'all are the future. Content creators are the future. Here's the issue, right? This is what really drove it for me. The media is lying to all of us, yo. Like, they're lying to all of us. The whole shit is so fucked up. They're just putting us against each other. And, like, low-key, a lot of us feel the same way about a lot of shit. But we're all being fucking hoodwinked, yo. Major, right? So the best way for us to change the narrative is to replace that shit. Fuck news. Fuck all those motherfuckers. They're just bought out anyway by corporate money. They're not telling the truth. They're literally killing us, man. They're literally killing us. So if we can teach like a whole generation of youth and content creators who want to like amplify and elevate messages that like unite people, that tell the truth, that get more funding into the communities and start fixing problems like, you know, your unprecedented, you know, statement from the CEO, like, no, we want action, right? Like Apple, you want to be on the right side of this, then give every single one of our students a laptop, right? Give all of our graphic design students a Mac, an iPad Pro. Like that's nothing for them, right? Adobe, give every single student, you know, the entire Creative Cloud. Imagine if not only you were being taught this information, right? You knew how to do it, but then you could actually go do it. Right? Because we can tell you how to build a website, but if you don't have a laptop, it doesn't matter, yo. It doesn't matter at all. So we're going to do real things. We're going to hold these companies accountable. And hey, if they're just going to throw money at things to fix it, cool. Then let's make sure that money is spread out equally and that we create real ass opportunities. And then if we're louder, if we're better at SEO and marketing and distribution and content creation and editing, then they can't deny us because our shit will be lit because it always is lit anyway. So now we're just going to amplify it to more people. We're going to get that corporate accountability. We're going to get Gary Vee to continue to boost this thing, right? And then we're just going to create content. We're going to change the world. And it's possible, right? It's 100% possible. So we're looking for that support. Thank you all for staying on for so long, man. We really, really appreciate it. We want to grow this thing. I mean, this is the culmination of like, you know, 20 years. Yes. And we're definitely like the next level of this is going to be like how to create a sustainable business. Like Gary Vee said, like that's one of the biggest conversations we've been having about like financial literacy
every day.
Right.
That's the whole goal right there. Right.
Right. Like, and like, you know, we were talking about this last night, like, you know, making a room at the table. I'm like, fuck that. Let's build our own table and barrel through the door and fucking put it in a room and bring our own fucking seats. Right. Like, we don't need to wait for somebody to give us an opportunity. We're just going to create the opportunities. Right. We're going to create the job market. It's like Gary Vee said, a direct funnel to VaynerMedia. Like, yo, that's lit, but at the same time, that's money for him because we're gonna literally curate a whole fucking squad of amazing content creators. Who wouldn't want to hire them? That's like the best, you know, agency in the world where we're like, here's a whole bunch of dope creators who know how to write content, who know how to get their stuff seen, who have connections, right? Who are already working together. And the point of the, you know, the Slack channel is the creative community, right? There'll be no bullshit. No bullshit. If anybody starts talking about dumb shit, you're out, you're done. There's an application process. You have to be creating social impact. The community will be real. And the idea is that you guys help each other. You answer some of your own questions. The experts are in there giving all the information, helping when they can. And then when those experts have opportunities, who do you think they're going to hire, right? Like these companies are going to see this and they're going to want to be on the right side of this. So eventually this could lead to so much more, right? Like there's a lot of opportunity here for everybody, and we're going to make sure that it stays true to exactly why it was created.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's what we're looking to do. You know, I think a lot of times, a lot of people, you know, do a lot of talking about investing into the community, right? But, you know, it really stops short. What we're trying to do is not just invest in the community, but, you know, invest to a point where you guys can create a product, right? That is ready to go. You know, 100%. We're not just teaching classes here. Right? You're going to be able to, you know, take our classes, and then after taking a certain amount, you'll be able to sell your own product on the website. you know, as long as it is something that has a social cause to it. So, you know, we're not just, you know, opening the doors and saying, come in and learn. We're going to be using this platform and getting all these followers and turning them back around and, you know, allowing you to make some money off of it as well, right?
Exactly.
So, you know, even though this is going to be just an investment of your time, you know, you're going to be expected to be able to make something back off of it. All right. So that's why we want you to go check out right now, follow, you know, thecreator.academy
on Instagram.
Right? On Instagram, you know, check us out. And just, you know, hit that follow button so that you know everything that we have coming out. As I said, you know, we got some, you know, new works coming out with, you know, Marcus Moody from Joy and Focus. Don't worry, we happy. And we have a ton of space for new mentors, new creators. You know, we want to see all the next versions of, you know, the best products and the best ideas coming out for you guys.
Exactly. Right? And somebody just asked how much the Academy is. It's free. It's free. Like, that's the whole point. Nothing. It's 100% always fucking free.
Free 99.
Free 99. No, because that implies
for people of color. Like, for people of color, though. That's the thing. You have to apply, like, for marginalized people. And
people who want to create social impact content. If you're trying to start a channel about fishing, that's cool, bro. Good luck. But that's not what this is for, right?
And that's just fishing to show how to, like, feed a whole village. Company. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. You feeding a village with that fish, you know?
You got to have some social impact. Right. So this isn't just like vanity, influencer. No, this is like you're trying to, so it's free, y'all. It's free. And the reason why we're able to do that is because we're asking all these content creators like Gary Vee. Yo, we were going to hit him up and ask him, but he volunteered. What's an hour and a half, right? I love talking about podcasting. I love talking about this shit. I'm happy. I'm excited to do AMAs. I'm going to do more than one a month. Like, you can believe that. Y'all gonna get sick of my face eventually, but fuck it. Like, so that's the idea, is like you can be a student and a mentor. If you're really good at video editing but you want to learn the rest, you could totally do everything, right? You could be both sides of those things. So that's really the idea here, is it's free.
The link is in the bio. I keep on saying link is in the bio.
It's heartcastmedia.com/creator academy. But if you go to the link tree in the Instagram, it's there. We're also updating the website. Literally everything is like moving all the time. Webinars, like, yo, please hit us up. Like, you can slide in the DMs on Instagram. We'll start official emails with you. I'm Molly at Heartcast Media. It's MOLLY at Heartcast Media. You know, Brandon, Artless Brandon at Gmail. We'll get him set up too. We're going to set up all that. But like, the main thing now is just apply. Go apply. There's a student application on the website. It says apply now. There's a drop down, apply, right? So the more people we get in there, because that's also leverage. If we say we have 1,000 students in this, like, yo, what's up, Apple? You trying to get down? You trying to give us 1,000 laptops or what, right? Because for them, that's nothing. Like Google, you know, Dropbox, you know, Slack, Trello. This is all cloud space, right? This is easy for them to give us. So it's really, thank you for posting that, the link, Rachel. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's a little tricky, right? Because we're moving so fast, but that's the thing. Like, why wait? Why are we going to build on something, right? Analysis paralysis. We build a board of people 2 months later, ain't shit happened. Like, fuck that. We're starting right now. We already have 12 mentors, people who have experience doing major things. Like, they were honestly a little too humble in their bios. But like,
talking about you, Chris.
Exactly. Chris, the Eagle Scout, yo, like, that dude is a fucking genius, yo. Like, you don't understand. And we're not like just letting any mentor in, right? Like, we're going to make sure that like people are actually there that can teach you something, that are making money in that industry right now. Those mentors are. Right? And they're doing it because they want to be on the right side of things and they don't know where to start. So they're like, this is great. I can get my information. I can talk about what I'm passionate about. It's just great. Like Gary Vee said, he's going to hire people for Vayner-Media. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. And I mean, it's always going to be free, and we're not going to sell to you. We're not corralling you into this group so that we can sell to you later. Cause fuck that shit. Honestly, I'm so sick of people talking about we're creating community. You're not, right? But this will be an actual community, and it'll build, right? We're going to start with content creation, but it's going to go from there. Like I said, we're going to talk about, you know, building sustainable communities, how to build a business, how to make money instead of raising money, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about all that, but we just have to kind of keep it simple for right now, get the resources, and then we can start building from there, because we want to be realistic and we want this thing to work, right? And yes, the mentors will be screened thoroughly, and there'll be no fuck shit at all. Like if you say anything even remotely, you know, smells a little foul, you're out, son. This is not, people talk about freedom of speech. No, fuck that. There's no freedom of speech. If you don't know how to be a decent human being and caring and loving and compassionate and helpful, then you have no business being in the academy. So yes, it is free, but we're gonna like make sure everybody is on the right side of things, right? Like if you're a troll, then you should stay under whatever bridge you've been under, because there ain't no room for you in this camp whatsoever, right? Whatsoever. So, yeah, man, this is so crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. So I'm still like a little bit shocked with like.
I know all these hearts is going straight to my head, y'all, man. And also, we're looking for ideas, right? If you're like, hey, I built something similar, or I want to bring this, right? Like, that's the idea. 100 episodes, amazing. Like, 100 episodes in 3 months, yo, that's amazing, King Oliver. That's killing it. But yeah, like we want all of this, man. We want all your help. We want all your content. We want to collaborate. If you have some ideas, you know, if you're just somebody that knows how to move money or connect people, let us know. If you can help us get those partnerships. I mean, imagine if every single person in the academy, like after you took, you know, whatever amount of AMAs or courses, like you got a kit in the mail and it was like a brand new fucking laptop and like password for Adobe and Google and, you know, like what? Like then there'd be nothing stopping you, right? Then you just need internet. Maybe the next wave is we'll get hotspot, like Netgear to send us all like hotspots with unlimited, right? Like we're going to fix the digital divide. We're going to fix the funding issue. We're going to fix the representation. We're going to try. That's a bold ass statement. But we're going to try in our own way, you know?
Right? At the same time, let's bring in some of the mentors, like Moody.
Okay, all right,
hey, Moody, if you're still there, man. Okay, here you go, Moody, man. Let's bring in. We definitely want to just show off like some of the people who are going to be mentors, so y'all can see like it's more than just me and her. I will show y'all my beautiful, like my other half. She's over here, but you know she beat me up.
So you just got to do a request.
Yeah, Moody request,
and then we can bring you in.
Oh, there goes my boy Sterling, man. Hey.
And, you know, for you guys who are asking, like, how do we get paid? Listen, man, this is the idea of this self-service community, right? Like, I built the website. I built the functionality for it. The idea is that it kind of moves on its own, right? Mentors can schedule their own AMAs and run them. It's not like, you know, we're all adults, man. We can handle this shit. And so the idea is that it's a very low maintenance, right? We automate as many things as possible. And then we start looking for those partnerships so that we can start, you know, paying ourselves to make sure, you know, bringing in more marketing people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hit that view button.
Okay, I'm trying to hit the view button. All right. Oh, there you go, Moody.
Okay. Hold on, y'all. This is very complicated.
There we go.
Moody! Hopefully he's coming in a second.
I think we might have got him in here.
So, there we go.
What's good? What's really good?
Yo, how amazing is this?
Yeah.
Oh, what a journey. I think we've been doing stuff or trying to do stuff and have been successfully doing stuff for what, like 5 years or something like that?
20.
Just on and off, just randomly.
Oh, man.
Well, what do you want to talk about? What can I do?
Glad, like, to have you here, man. You know, I know you're going to be one of the mentors here. So, you know, I just wanted you to talk about, you know, joy and focus, what it means to you. And, you know, tell people just a little bit about what we're going to be offering.
Yeah.
I got you. I just got my old phone and I'm like setting it up as like a trap phone. So I can stream from the schmoods via while like having the conversation. Okay. But no, joy and focus is, I really landed on it being an arsenal for a positive mind, and mine specifically. And I think that's really how I want to set it apart from just other brands, period, because it's not a brand for me. And I know everyone says that, but like these were legitimate tools.
Right.
And I used them when I'd come back from a 6-month stint in New York. And, you know, everybody who visits New York from DC is just like, oh my God, New York kicked my ass. And yeah, New York kicked my black ass. And so I came down here, worked at a restaurant called The Me. Shout out The Me, shout out Simone. It's a great team. It's on 8th Street, phenomenal food. But I got called to work there, and I realized that I would begin ruminating and just get stuck in these really negative thought patterns while literally trying to take someone's order. And I don't know if you've ever had like a sad server but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no good, no good. Nobody wants somebody crying over their burger. All right, guaranteed.
It affects the food, and it might affect the drink, you know. But I started writing just joy and focus on each page of my server pack, because I know I'm pretty sensitive. So if I know I'm sensitive, why not make an effort to control what is stimulating me? So this is that first effort. Just writing on a notepad, because I have to look at it when I'm writing down, and if I have a difficult customer or something like that, and at 8 p.m. rush, and you know, all the ruminating thoughts you can go through at the time. So I needed to
And
focus.
so like now you turned into like a notebook, you have merchandise, you created, yeah, you did, you know, shirts that gave back to the, you know, restaurant workers at the me. I mean, talk a little bit about like that aspect of it as well. I mean, because you're making a huge impact with, you know, something that started off as just an idea.
So as things like kind of grow, people have been requesting to see it, and I moved towards start posting it on Instagram just as like a daily thing to remind myself for if I didn't have